father had a friend who had a McIntosh amplifier, and it sounded stunning. I would normally not want to go out with my parents, but I would specifically go to my father's friend's house. The second time I really got into McIntosh was when I was making an album by the Seahorses, and the A&R man, Tony Berg, had a complete full-blown McIntosh system in his house. And he invited me to play the master tapes, and he had a tape deck, but it went through his system. And I'll tell you, it sounded much better in his house than it did in the studio that had $1 million worth of equipment. It sounded better, and we made the final decisions in his house on the McIntosh setup. So I don't think people are more knowledgeable. There are certain myths about analog sound, and some of them are not true, and some of them are more than true. So, you know, again, I think re-education about analog and vinyl has to be done these days. Nowadays, all record labels are playing it safe. They think they do market research, you know, they explore demographics. We didn't know what the hell those words meant in the 70s. Music comes from guts, soul, spirit, beliefs, love, death, you know, that's where music, all art comes from, and it should only be treated that way. So what you have nowadays is a kind of a bland, generic, generational sound. I swear everybody sounds the same to me.
Mr. Tony Visconti, rock and roll inspired fashion, amazing quality sound systems. John Varvatos, amazing audio enthusiast who really gets that music's supposed to sound really good, and how you listen to it matters. Because really in life it's about good music and being happy.
When young artists are looking at what were the seminal albums of all time and who produced those albums and the production quality of those albums, somehow it keeps coming back to Tony Visconti.
I'm going to play music on this fantastic system, and I must say it's probably better equipment than I worked on in the studio. McIntosh is just the best sounding stuff.
When early rock and roll came out, I was like under a little transistor radio underneath my bed sheets. My mother thought I went to bed, and I was listening to this DJ from New Jersey play rock and roll records and all that, you know. I discovered it for myself, you know. And I think every kid loves to do that. Every adult, everybody loves to do that.